The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. It is a monster matchup, Jim Beglin.
Well, it certainly doesn't feel like a friendly to me, Peter.
The atmosphere, absolutely that of a premium contest.
Yeah, and this crowd are demanding the most from their players, and it looks like they might get what they came for.
So straight into the action. McAllister plays a sharp little ball here. Goes for a shot!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, I'm going to highlight somebody with special talents, maybe a special mentality, and it's this guy, Emi Martinez. As a goalkeeper, he is just a big presence. He's a big strength in the team, and we know he has a reputation for gamesmanship. He has a reputation of trying to get in the heads of his opponents, and it all comes with a lovely personality and a different character. And
Shot, surely! Goal, Austria! And it's Austria who go ahead. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Austria are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
I doubt very much that this was in the script.
It's run loose here. And no, that was never going to make it.
Martinez.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them.
And the score is 1-0.
Arnautovic. And that has been knocked clear. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Engages and forces him off the ball.
Such good technique.
Pass somewhat off target. Now it's Arnautovic. Danso. Some front-footed pressing going on here. Tries to pass it through. Now it's Messi. Fernandez. That is great defending, so alert. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Keeper has taken decisive action. And he can thump it away. That's headed upfield. And it's Rodrigo de Paul. Molina. And here's Lautaro Martinez.
Tagliafico.
And here's Fernandez. And that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Fernandez really needed to be much faster then, much more decisive.
Oh, that's fabulous. Lima, who's set up one goal so far.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
De Paul, McAllister. And here's Arnautovic. Lima. And it's made its way to him.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Now it's Messi. Oh, super find. McAllister! And that is doing no harm at all.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter. Austria can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
And it's Messi. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Lima.
Fernandez. Martinez. Molina. McAllister.
Molina is in a really good position out wide.
And that was nowhere near his best. And here's Gonzalez. Now it's Fernandez.
Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge.
Well, talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't think he had much choice there, although he's paid for it.
Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
And that signals the end of the first period. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, I'm a little bit worried for them and the way they've looked in transitions, Peter. They've been a bit exposed, so they might be only one down, but they can't afford to have any more sloppy moments. Concede another, and we know it's an awful long way back.
Austria are 1-0 up at half-time, and it's all to play for.
And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, my advice would be to keep at it. If you're doing well, keep it going.
Well, now here's a good battle.
He's having a hit!
Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
De Paul looking to pass their way up the pitch.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Space for him to turn and look. Schmidt.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
They've played it short.
Now this could be a chance. And now a sudden chance to counter. McAllister.
It's a sharp pass.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
And he's managed to get free. This might spell danger.
Austria just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads.
And here's Lautaro Martinez. Lima.
Quarter of an hour into the second half.
Oh, he's onto this. Oh, look at the space here. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And he's there to get it away.
Lima really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Big chance! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the message they're sending out now is pretty loud and clear. Let's grab a second goal and give ourselves an element of comfort.
He's picked his way through, and he's there to retrieve it. Tries to play it through. Danso. Lienhardt.
Austria
Do have a chance to counter here. Now it's on Nautovic. Schmidt. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And it's Lima. Lovely pass, but can he get there? It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Tagliafico. And it's been shipped out wide.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
McAllister. And that was asking for too much.
Cambio en Argentina. Número 15. Número 3. Entran. Número 17. Número 25.
And he's been
Cambio.
shifted off it. And he plays one through. And the shot! Well taken goal. Argentina are level. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this.
Now it's Kalajic.
Austria really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Messi. Messi gets on his bike and on the move. Danso gets across to intercept that. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Just 5 minutes left. And here's Lautaro Martinez. Tries to dink it through.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And that's gone behind for a goal kick. So a bit of a revolving door here.
Cambio en
Lots and lots of
Argentina.
changes.
Número
So
22.
time for a potential game
Lo
changer.
reemplazará.
Yeah, I think it's time
Número
for some
9.
brave decision-making. Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
Se van a jugar 2 minutos
They'll
de
have one
compensación.
final crack at it. Lima. Now it's Kalajic. And a shot! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench.
Yeah, and the jostling for position has begun. There's hardly any breathing space in that box.
Forced to go back. Chance for a shot! Oh, wow, that's crazy! A game of margins, a game of thrills. This might just do it. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Austria, that's that, the end. Austria proudly puff out their chests in victory. They know that was a battle they